Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to go over QuantumScape stock and look at if it had enough money to get a product to market. Of course, this company is developing innovative technology that will improve the charging time for electric vehicles and improve the battery life, the battery durability of electric vehicles as well. So it's delivering a double benefit to electric vehicles and the electric vehicle industry overall. So there's a lot of interest in QuantumScape stocks. So let's begin this video. So management says that we now have a target for our first commercial product, a 24 layer cell with a capacity of approximately 5 amp hours. This is in a similar capacity range as the 2170 battery used in several leading electric vehicles. So they believe this initial design will make the most efficient use of our resources and represents the fastest path to market while delivering a product that presents compelling combination of energy and power. And I like this strategy. I like the strategy of working on getting a product to market quicker, right? At this point, your pre-revenue, your stock price, QuantumScape stock price is down over 95% off its high. Investors are less willing to invest in speculative stocks, risky stocks like QuantumScape. It's a good time to start focusing on getting a product to market. Get that product to market, make sales, observe the reaction from clients, observe how the product operates in the market, and then from there you can make changes, make iterations, listen to customer feedback, and adapt the product to get it back out there improved and more reliable, more profitable, and work from there. I believe that's a better approach than staying in the lab for several years more and working on making the product better and better and better before getting it out to the market. So, management believes this strategy allows them to focus on integrating the key remaining functionality, including a higher loading cathode, more efficient packaging, as well as improved reliability. These are all the key goals they set out for in 2023. So, in the rest of this year, as QuantumScape makes earnings announcements and other announcements, investors should look out for the progress on this front. Are they improving these areas, the three areas that they talked about here in this conference call? Are they making progress on these goals they set out for in 2023? All right, so now let's look at the cash balance of the company. Do they have enough money to get them to this, to get the product to the market? So here, QuantumScape CFO Kevin Hetrich, I hope I announced his name right, talks about the company's liquidity position and cash position. Their GAAP operating expenses were 110 million in the quarter. So they spent 110 million dollars in the quarter. Although for a company like QuantumScape, I would argue that the cash operating expenses is a more important figure to look at. So their cash operating expenses are defined as the operating expenses, and then you take out stock-based compensation and depreciation because those two expenses are non-cash. They have to account for it on the income statement, they have to report it, but they're not paying out cash for those expenses. Stock-based compensation are stock awards and stock grants. They're not cash leaving the company. And then depreciation accounts for something they spent money on earlier, but they have to spread out the costs over time. So it's not accounting for how much cash they're going through and how long they have with the cash they have on hand. So accounting for those two adjustments, the expenses in the quarter were 62 million. So they went through 62 million in cash. But they ended the first quarter with over $1 billion in liquidity. That's a good sum when you compare that they only went through 62 million and they've got over 1 billion in liquidity. I like that ratio. That gives them a good amount of time. So they're also making progress on cost saving initiatives and resource optimization, and they're reiterating their runway is forecast to extend well into 2025. So their management is reiterating that they've got enough money to take them into the second half of 2025, which I think should be enough time for QuantumScape to get a product to market. And to make the case even better, they they filed an at the market prospectus on February 28th, meaning they can sell more stock if they need to, and that would add to the liquidity. That would extend the runway even further. So why would they sell more stock if they say they've got enough time until the end of 2025? Well, just in case, you might have a situation where the stock price pops, a significant amount, and you might want to take advantage of that to raise some equity. So just in case, they're prepared to raise equity in that way if they need to. All right, but that's all I've got for this video on QuantumScape stock. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.